Happy Monday, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's Monday, the week of Thanksgiving. It is a season to give thanks. And what am I giving thanks to? For right now, I'm giving thanks for the recap of Married to Medicine. Y'all, Married to Medicine is bringing it this season. We are only on episode 3, and I am like entwined with this Greg and Sweet Tea situation. I am really entwined with Phaedra and this quad and this whole friendship. Toya still falling out with quad, and just like I am just still so entwined and interested in this show, y'all. Like I think I said this the last time I went live, but I'll say it again. Married to Medicine is giving the early seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's just giving. And I think it's working because the relationships are still the same. We have pretty much the same full cast from season 1 and 2. I mean, this show is just giving. So shout out to Married to Medicine. Shout out to all the full cast, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, Toya, Quad, Phaedra. Shout out to Mariah, the creator of all of this. Like, y'all, they are giving this season. So, welcome to Royer's World. I'm glad that you have joined me tonight. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, I'm glad you're back again. Hit the like button for me. Comment your thoughts and opinions below down in the comment section. I will be dropping the link, but I want to go through all of the scenes and just give my thoughts and opinions real quick. And then I will drop the link for everyone else to come in. But hit the like button, share, let your friends, let your family, let your mama, let your auntie know. We are live talking about Married to Medicine. We are in season 10, episode 3. This episode was entitled Pamper Party Crashers, okay? Pamper Party Crasher. What a episode. So I just want to say, first of all, before I get too deep into this, thank you, Auntie Diva. We're gonna have a good show tonight. She is watching on the road. Love you, appreciate you. Handy B, what's going on? Good evening. Bianca, hello, happy Monday. Listen, thank you so much. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Hit that like button, remember, and then share, let the people know that we are live. And then also, you can send super chats. You can send stickers now, so feel free to do that as well as you're going through, just thinking about stuff. Feel free to bless me if you like to. You don't have to, but it is here for you, okay? What an episode it was. Happy Thanksgiving week. I'm thankful for the recap today. Happy Thanksgiving week. Thank you. I'm grateful too. Yeah, I'm sorry. Throw away Roa and give us Married to Medicine. Give us more. We want more Married to Medicine because it's truly given. So, y'all, let's get into this episode. Let me tell you something. I love the way that they have filmed this season, opening up with the little mantras of everyone and kind of where they are. So we opened up, we got Toya on the phone, and I'm gonna be looking on the side because there's where my notes are, y'all. I got pages of notes. Like, I took so many notes this episode because I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on. But so Toya is on the phone with Sweet Tea. She says that Cecil and Eugene are throwing a bachelor party for Greg. So Toya had the idea of throwing a bachelorette party for Sweet Tea. And Phaedra and her will host that for Sweet Tea, okay? So as soon as Toya said that her and Phaedra was going to be involved, I knew that this was going to be like a big fun sexual event because Toya and Phaedra are the sexual girls of the cast of Married to Medicine. They are very in tune with their bodies, in tune with the feeling, the touching, the men. They just love all of that. So I was like, okay, this is going to be another freak show, and I'm here for it. We're going to see what the ladies bring us this time, okay? So we move into Quad in the kitchen with one of her friends. She is cooking. Shout out to Quad's cooking. Shout out to Quad's seasoning. She has seasonings. Go over to Quad's page on Instagram and follow her. Quad can cook. That is one thing that I will never take away from Quad. And Quad was introduced to us cooking, and she is still cooking to this day. Okay, Mama got to eat, but I love to see Quad back in her original form, cooking, showing us what she does, laughing, having fun, just a little softer side of Quad. Beautiful to see, okay? Then we move to Dylan's soccer practice with Phaedra. Let me tell you something. These kids have grown before our faces. Like, I am like, oh my gosh, Dylan and Aiden, like, Mr. President and Prince Aiden, like they are so grown, so mature out here doing the things. So they are at soccer practice, Phaedra kikiing with the soccer moms, doing her soccer mom thing, okay? So we go into the scene with Simone and Jackie. Shout out to Simone and Jackie getting it together, getting on one accord. I truly miss their relationship and their friendship. Around season, I want to say 3 or 4, somewhere around there, Jackie and Simone fell out. Everybody tried to blame it on Heavenly. I don't think Heavenly had anything. I have the opinion, and I am kind of this way as well. I don't like to share friends. So I feel like Simone is that way too. She felt like Heavenly was taking her friend, and it just caused a rift between the relationship. But I'm so glad that Simone and Jackie are back on point. So they're having lunch together, because I know they used to have lunch every day when we first was introduced to them together. They're having lunch, and so, they're just catching up. And so they're talking about, they opened up the conversation. Let me tell you something. I sometimes forget that this show is about medicine, and I'm always trying to figure out, why are we always talking about sexually transmitted diseases and sex all the time and everything. This is a doctor's show, so those are things that happen in the doctor's office. So they were talking about how they have to break down to their patients, about having sexually transmitted diseases, and it's not an easy conversation to have. And Jackie was saying that she really struggles when it's people that when she know the husband is out here doing dirt. And so, Jackie says she don't do bail, she don't do jail, so don't come to her with the drama and the mess. She just gonna tell you what you got, how you handle that. That's your business, okay? Jackie and Simone also talked about sweet tea. We just had the housewarming in the first episode. Then we got together in the second episode. I want to say, what was in the second episode? I can't remember. But they have their thoughts and opinions on sweet tea. And, Jackie is just like, why is sweet tea so stressed out? She's young, she's getting married. And, Simone is informing her, Greg is, pretty much, I would call it a demanding man. I want my food on the table when I get home. I want me taken care of. I want my babies, like me, 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 me. And, she is struggling balancing taking care of Greg and planning the wedding and working full time, because she does have a job. So it was just like, like, Jackie, have a little understanding for the girl, like have a little sympathy, I feel like Jackie thinks, and I love Jackie. I love you, Auntie Jackie, for real. But I sometimes think that Jackie thinks that because she's a doctor, she is like elevated from everybody else, and it's just like, oh, the little stuff that they do is so easy. They being a doctor is way worse than what they got to do. But it's not about really being worse than what they have to do or on the same level or anything like that. Just as stressful that it is being a doctor, it's stressful being a homemaker, it's stressful being a fiance or a wife or a mother. Like, they're all stressful tasks. So I feel like sometimes Jackie kind of downplays what the young folks and what they be saying. But we still love Jackie. So, she said, well, maybe you could offer her some life coaching, some help. Simone said, yeah, that's probably not the perfect gift right now. She asked Simone about an assistant, and Jackie was like, well, what she need an assistant for? Somebody to help her grocery shop so that way she could just get the food and start cooking, because Greg likes to have his food ready right then, right there. As soon as he get home, put his feet under the table, he wants his meal, okay? So Jackie was just like, I never thought that I would be like my mama and be like this young generation. And I'm just like, Jackie and Simone, first of all, Jackie didn't have any kids. She married Curtis a lot later in life. So you didn't have the and you and Curtis are closer in age. So y'all had careers, y'all had things going on. Versus with Eugene being 20 plus her senior, they're having to learn how to connect with one another as far as the age gap. They're trying to learn how to live with one another. She's trying to learn him. I don't know how much of him trying to learn her is going on, but it just seems like, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, that Sweet Tea is doing all the work. And I just think she deserves a little grace. Like, cut the girl some slack. Now granted, do I think she should have got in this relationship? We'll talk about that in a minute. So going on into the next scene, we have Dr. Heavenly. Shout out to Auntie Dr. Heavenly. Hey, we have Dr. Heavenly and Sweet Tea having a conversation. Now, let me tell you something. Now, Auntie Heavenly, I'm gonna shade you in the scene. I love you to death, but I just got to shade you. Okay. Number one, the wigs, I don't understand what's going on with the wigs this season, Auntie. Like, they're wigging. Like, and I hate that they're wigging. You pulling up, they shifting left to right. Like, girl, like, Auntie, what is going on with the wigs? Get it together, okay? But let me tell you, she know how to set off a scene, because she started that scene off with a shot for Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea came in, got her shot, and she start to talking, okay? They said, if you ever want to hear the truth, give a man a drink, okay? And when they drink, they will tell you their true feelings. So I have a list of things that was going on, so bear with me, and we're going to talk about this, okay? So we opened up with a shot of Patron, okay? Sweet Tea is stressed out about this wedding. Her wedding planner, she said she had to go off with the wedding planner because he's slacking on his job. She had to change the venue because of the weather. Apparently, it was supposed to possibly rain on the day of the wedding, so she had to change the wedding venue. She doesn't ask Greg for money. From what she says, she has her own money, so she does not depend on Greg for the money, okay? She's good. She make her own coin, okay? Sweet Tea said that Greg is not her dang daddy, okay? Apparently, there was a situation where Sweet Tea forgot to lock. She keeps forgetting to lock or turn on the alarm. Turn the alarm on, okay? That's what he asked. Turn the alarm on, girl. She forgets to keep turning the alarm on. So he decides to fake a robbery, a break-in. And I'm just like, when Sweet Tea said it, I was like, okay. This was the automatic red sign flashing that said, leave this man, leave this man. Who the hell is faking a daggone robbery in their own house because you forgot to turn the alarm on? Are you serious? I was like, this man is tripping. Like, this is trip. This out of pocket, out of line. You faked a robbery because I forgot to turn the alarm on? Red flags, okay? So Sweet Tea said it pissed her off and she had to go off on him. You're not my daddy. You're going to be the kids' daddy that we have. I'm your wife. You don't check me, okay? That's what she told Heavenly, okay? Sweet Tea said that Greg also said some of the things that she was saying to him. Quad told him the same thing. So if Quad is saying this stuff, Sweet Tea is saying this stuff, and they're the only two women that'll live with you full time, when do we stop and look at the man in the mirror? When? At what point in time does Greg take a reflection of himself and say, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe Quad was right. Now, for all the people who was out here giving Quad slack and going off on Quad and, calling Quad a liar, here's the truth. The truth has been revealed, okay? Quad told us it would be revealed. The more the shot Sweet Tea took, the more they just had a good old time, and I just love that her and Heavenly just enjoy themselves. They have good conversation. It's giving big sis, little sis, more so auntie niece vibes. That's what I'm getting, but I'm just really curious to see how going forward Sweet Tea is going to handle the relationship that her and Greg have, but also her opinions from the other ladies. Because Auntie Heavenly is very opinionated, We know that about her. She's very opinionated about this Greg and Sweet Tea situation, okay? So I think that was it. Oh, she said that she wanted Greg to be more involved, okay? Heavenly said it ain't happening. He didn't do it for Quad. Quad asked, so he ain't gonna do it for you. And let me tell you something. It's even more powerful when Bravo can show the flashbacks of everything that Quad was saying and can match them up with exactly what you saying today. That's a problem. It's problematic, people. But I see some people have come into the building. Let me shout out Variety VYT. Thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome in the building. In my opinion, hey, honey bun, thank you for coming through. I appreciate the love and support. I will be dropping the link as soon as I finish wrapping through all the scenes so that we can talk, everyone, okay? Let's see. Due process, thank you for coming through. I appreciate it. If you're not getting my notifications, turn the notification bell off and then turn it back on. I've been getting that a lot lately. So turn the notification bell off and then turn it back on, and then you should start seeing my notifications, okay? Shout out to Emmanuel. Welcome in the building. Larger Curves. Hey, I love Heavenly Miss. Yes, you know, and I was telling, I don't know if I said this on live or if I was saying this to somebody. I really think that Heavenly has her wig slips on purpose just to add a little comedic timing to the show, because the same thing happened in the yoga class. So I'm like, you know, I just love it. I love it. You gotta love her, okay? So thank you, Curves, for coming through. I appreciate the love and support, okay? So next we're going into Simone and Cecil and their boys, Miles and Michael. Okay, so like I said, we have been seeing the children grow up on the Bravo TV, you know, since Bravo has had the reality shows with the housewives. Okay, so it's so nice to see Michael and Miles. Miles is 24. He's a film student major. He's still living at home, but he plans to graduate and go into the film industry. Okay, Michael is in college. Okay, he is planning to graduate with his bachelor's and then go to law school. Okay, so they're doing their thing. Shout out to the Bravo kids. Shout out to Simone and Cecil. They've raised some wonderful children and they see the evidence of everything that they have raised. Now, Simone tends to think that the children are spoiled and just, you know, having their way. I don't think they're spoiled, and maybe because I live, you know, I don't live a rich life, but you know, I live at home. You know, I have an affordability to live at home. You know, I don't have to, you know, I'm not forced to live out here in this horrible economic situation. So shout out to Simone and Cecil for letting the kids be at home. It's a beautiful thing to live at home. If you can live at home, stay at home as long as you can. Okay. Don't tell my parents I said that. So so Cecil and Simone are sitting down talking to the kids. What's your plans after college? You know, Michael says he's coming back home. He plans to come back home. He plans for mommy and daddy to give him an apartment, and you know, they pay his rent while he figure his life out. Simone is like, hell no, you got to get out my house. You know, you have graduated college. I've paid your way. You got a degree now. Figure it out. Okay. I think Simone and Cecil, you know, unfortunately, it just seems like they're never on the same page. I'm very curious, like, they just have a very interesting relationship to me. Simone and Cecil, it's like they're never on the same page, but for some reason, their love just works. Like, their relationship works. Like, they just work together. And maybe it's just because they've been together for so long and they've just been tolerating each other for so long that that's what works for them, because that's how it comes off sometimes. It's like they tolerate each other, but their relationship is still so like unique. Like, and there's a love there, but you don't like, there's not a physical love, if that makes sense, but you can tell there is a love between the two of them that holds them together like glue. Like, I love their love, but it's very interesting to me because it's just very different. It just seems like Simone is just, it seems like they're both very dominant people, but Simone is just so much more dominant, and Cecil tries to slide his dominancy in, but it's kind of hard to do that because Simone is so dominant. But it's like he is the main person in the relationship and in the household, because the kids are more so, in my opinion, from what I've seen, they're more connected to Cecil because he's been there more due to Simone being a doctor, So they just have a very interesting relationship. Once I bring everybody up, because I'll be dropping the link in a minute, I want y'all to give me your thoughts and opinions on Cecil and Simone's relationship, okay? But she said that her children are entitled, they're privileged, just like her husband. I was like, whoa, whoa. Like, can we not compare the husband to the kids? So you saying that Cecil is entitled and privileged? Is it because of your doings of what you're providing to the household? Or is Cecil providing to, like, I feel like if Cecil is helping to provide those things, then he's not privileged or entitled if he's helping to provide those things. But if you're just providing those things, yeah, okay. So shout out to their family unit. It works for them, so it works for me. Period, point blank. Okay. Moving on. Heavenly and Alora. Heavenly is, cooking in the kitchen. Alora comes to join. They're talking about what school Alora's gonna go to. Alora, is graduating high school. She chose FMU as her school to go to, which is Heavenly Almarada. So shout out to Alora. She is in college doing her thing. I thought it was a beautiful thing that, Dr. Damon, was kind of a little tearful in the confessional. They truly love their children, and that's what it's all about to me. Bump the relationship. Make sure that the children are happy. Make sure that the children are healthy. Make sure that the children are in a place of love. And then on top of that, if the parents can add their love on top of that, you can't stop nothing. But they don't want Alora to go away. Alora wants to go away. She felt like she was kind of being mistreated because the boys were able to go where they wanted to. But, Dr. Damon had a good point. He said he wants to be able to reach his baby girl at any time. If anything go on, he want to be able to hop in the car and run to his baby girl. Some of the reasonings that they did not want Alora to go was global warming, okay? Safety from people, banks having problems. And Heavenly was just like, you need to be home. Spellman is here. You ain't got to live with us, but we want to be near y'all. But fortunately, she did go to Florida State University. So shout out to her and congratulations, Alora. Okay. We're moving on to Eugene, spending time with the boys. Okay. They went to a shoe boutique. Eugene said that his dad was a lieutenant and he spent a lot of quality time with his father. He wants to build that same relationship with his boys. They, are at the sneaker store. Eugene is having conversation. Anything y'all want to share with me that your mom didn't share and that you felt like, you couldn't ask your mom? The boys did have questions of, things that they wanted to share. And so, they asked what a period was. Fortunately, Eugene was able to give the correct terminology, which it was probably better that they asked him anyways, being that he's a doctor, even though Toya does have them. Just from a doctor's perspective, it's a little more interesting, I guess you could say. Okay. So a lot of conversation about sex this season. Everybody's just growing up into the sex, okay? But it's so beautiful that they were spending time together. Eugene was saying, when they were little, they spent a lot of time with their mom. So it's time to spend time with dad, build that relationship, have that connection. I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful thing. So shout out to Eugene being that father figure for the children, okay? So we jump back to Simone and Cecil. Cecil, still lying to Simone because he said that they were just going to go have a nice little night. I can't remember where he said they was going, but it wasn't the truth of where they was going, I don't think. And then, they are preparing for, sorry, y'all, I'm stuck in my notes. They're preparing for Eugene and Sweet Tea's bachelor and bachelorette party. Okay. So we pull up to the bachelorette party. Toya and Phaedra are throwing for Sweet Tea. Okay. So Heavenly and Jackie show up first. Okay. And, they were dressed for the occasion. I thought Heavenly's outfit was really nice. Was giving sexy mama, go Auntie Heavenly. Jackie was giving Senior Saints pajama party, but it worked for Jackie. So we know, shout out to Jackie for her beautiful senior saint outfit. Love you, Auntie Jackie, okay? After Jackie came in, we had Dr. Simone, which I thought Dr. Simone did a wonderful job with her lingerie. I said, okay, come through. I was like, we see you. Okay. The men were there. They, of course, had their shirts off with their boxers on, with hot going down the zipper area of the pants. Okay. It was going to be a good event. Okay. Heavenly is getting her back rub and whipped cream spread all on her boobies. So, Dr. Damon, make sure we check in Auntie Heavenly because she would not tolerate this if this was you. Auntie Heavenly, shame on you. Now, come on. We can't say Dr. Damon can't do stuff and then you turn around and do it. But you know, I love you. Okay. Let's see. The men, they're heading downstairs to the basement of Cecil. Let me tell you something. It's always trouble when you go downstairs in the basement of Cecil and Simone. It's always some mess to go down. Why? Because the alcohol is down there. Once you get into the alcohol, it's no turning back from there. Okay. So Cecil and Simone, Cecil and Simone. We're down in Cecil and Simone's basement. The men have showed up. We got Dr. Damon. We got the new doctor, Dr. Alicia's husband. I missed his name. I forgot. Sorry. Cecil's there, of course. One of Greg's friends. Greg's has showed up. All the men are there, okay? Eugene is there. Everybody's there. We taking shots, and Greg is already excited for the night. He said, I know y'all got something planned for me. I'm super excited, okay? So we get on the bus, and the girls are there, half booty naked, stripping down, doing their thing, okay? Shaking, clapping, stuff, doing everything, all right? So the men was getting in. They just having a good old time. They pull up to the gentleman's club, and it was just on from there, okay? Now, in the words of Dr. Eugene, they are doing nothing but helping with college funds, okay? That is what Eugene told Toya. If she's here for it, I'm with it, okay? Eugene gave a toast to brotherhood, marriage, and family, okay? Brotherhood, marriage, and family. Like I said, bus full of women. Greg has women sitting on his lap. He's slapping and touching and feeling and squeezing and just doing all that he do. Now, me personally, I'm not here for none of that. If you marrying me, you better not be putting your hands on nobody else. Excuse me, I have a problem with that. No, I'm like Dr. Heavenly. Don't put your hands on my man, okay? Don't put your man's hands on my man. Don't touch him. Don't touch me. Just leave us be, okay? Period. Moving on. We get to Sweet Tea's event back over there. They're having a good old time. They drinking and toasting and laughing and kikiing, okay? Let me shout out to Dr. Damon who grabbed the blow-up doll. Shout out to Dr. Damon. We appreciate you for grabbing the blow-up doll, okay? In the middle of the bachelorette party, which I don't know why this was allowed to happen because phones should have been taken, but in the middle of the bachelorette party for Sweet Tea, she gets a call from her wedding planner. The wedding planner says that we are $13,000 over budget with the curtains and the chairs and the changing of the venue, honey. And Sweet Tea got emotional. And she lost it. She went off. Went off so bad that she took it out on her sister, not the twin sister. So she is frustrated. She's mad. You know, the sister's trying to help her out and calm her down. Why are you all up? Like, she just went in. And I was shocked. It was so bad that Dr. Jackie had to get up, step in, you know, they had to grab Sweet Tea. She jumping around and shaking around, and they had to escort her out her own party because she fussing and fighting with her sister because the wedding planner called her to tell her that she was $13,000 over budget. Sweet Tea, me and you would have been knucking and bucking if I was your sister. Because what you're not going to do is take your frustrations out on me because you getting married to this man who is raggedy, ain't treating you right, controlling you, demanding you, abusing you mentally, in my opinion. You're not going to take your frustrations out on me, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not having that. So what you will do is get it together. I appreciate Dr. Jackie being Superwoman, coming in and swooping in to save the day, okay? Phaedra, I appreciate you for going to check on Sweet Tea because Heavenly was just like, what the hell going down here? Like, And that's what I would have been like. What the hell is going on up in here? This is a mess. This is a hot ass mess. Y'all, this season right here, I can't wait to the end of the season and a reunion. So Heavenly said this marriage is going to be a mess because both her and Greg, or excuse me, Heavenly didn't say that. She said that this marriage is not going to work. She said that they're not going to possibly not make it to the altar because look at how things is going now. And she said, I do not want to be the one to say I told you so. But if I got to be that one, hey, now this is my opinion. These are my words. I said it was Heavenly's, but these are my words, okay? This marriage is not going to work. This is a big mess. Both Greg and Sweet Tea have anger issues. And to build a relationship off of this is going to be nothing but abuse. She's completely disrespectful for no reason towards her sister. And if she'll do that to her sister, she will definitely do it to Greg, okay? It's not your sister's fault, Sweet Tea, that you were over budget. It's not. It's not Greg's fault. You have a wedding planner who should have been keeping you on budget this whole entire time. But obviously, as we already know, he's not been doing that. Okay? So, like I said, Heavenly said that this wedding was being rushed. Heavenly says she don't want to be the one to tell you that she told you so. Sweet Tea apologized to her sister, and we moved on, okay? After Sweet Tea apologized, Phaedra gets a text. Who's the text from? Miss Quad. Miss Quad is at the door. Phaedra goes to the door and let her in. Heavenly jumps up out of her seat. Quad! Honey, Phaedra, we are thrown off. Heavenly making a big old scene. Phaedra then brought Quad into the room. Toya has lost her mind. Toya already drinking, so she's had her drinks, and opinions are gonna be had. So Quad walks in, greets everyone. Hello, ladies. It's so good to see you. Simone, and it's like, where the hell you been? We ain't seen you. Sweet Tea is like, Toya like, who the hell invited Quad? I didn't invite Quad to this event. And Phaedra's like, well, everybody, listen. Everybody listen. Y'all been asking about Quad. Y'all been trying to figure out where Quad is. And so I felt what better time all of us are together than to have Quad in the building. Okay? So Phaedra, she is just like, let's all come together and let's be on one accord. Y'all want to know about Quad? Here she is. Let's do it. Well, Toya said, not today. Not up in here. This is my party. So Sweet Tea invited Quad to sit on down, and Toya just wasn't having it. She said, I got a problem with this. Now, you said the other week that you didn't want us to bring up her name because you ain't with her. But now that she's here, you want her to sit next to you. So I need you to make a decision. Either she go or she gonna go, pretty much. Because if Sweet Tea wasn't gonna put her out, I guarantee you Toya was gonna try to put her out. This was just a hot mess, y'all. So we end the episode, and I'm gonna drop the link now. So please have your thoughts and opinions ready. I am dropping the link now so that you can come in and share your thoughts and opinions, because that was pretty much the episode. Next week, we're gonna go into the wedding. It looks like that. Oh, she did ask Quad to leave. She said, for the betterment of the event, I think you should go ahead and leave. So Quad did leave, okay? Phaedra escorted her out. And, that kind of ended the scene, okay? Quad said, Toya said Quad was fake and phony, of course. Sweet Tea said it's best that you leave my event. Toya told Phaedra to escort Quad out immediately. Sweet Tea asked Quad to leave. She did. Okay, we went over all of that. In my opinion, Toya bullied Sweet Tea into having Quad leave. That's just my thoughts and opinion now. Y'all, I have dropped the link. Hit the link to come in the building and share your thoughts and opinions. Hit the like button on this video. I totally appreciate y'all coming in. This episode was just so good to me. I truly enjoyed this episode. Let's look at some of your comments. Let's see. Yeah, I don't like mine. Consider, yeah. Psychiatrist. He is a psychiatrist, and he has got some problems. He's got some real problems. He's insane. He is really insane because to fake a robbery, that's problematic. To fake a robbery is problematic. It's really, really problematic. I never thought Quad lied about him. I just think Quad didn't want him anymore instead of moving on because it was toxic. Yes. Okay. Good thought. Good thought. Okay. I keep getting kicked out. I try my tablet. Okay, come on back, Dewey, if you can. Nana Nita, what's going on?
Hey, Royer, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. This was really
Was it
good.
not a good episode?
Oh, yes. Juicy.
Please share your thoughts and opinions, please.
Okay, where do I start?
Wherever you would like, whatever touched you the most. I've went over the whole show, so whatever you want to touch on, you touch
I
on.
ju- I don't understand why Sweet Tea was so nice to Quad because that couldn't have been me. I just don't understand it. And I understand Toya, they have their little riff or whatever. You know, I love me some Toya. But honey, Toya she just was not having it. She wasn't having it. She wasn't having it. And I love Heavenly with her messy self and her and Phaedra both. They got two messy ones on there now. And Dr. Jackie is just Dr. Jackie.
The one and only Dr. Jackie. Let me ask you, Nana Nita, what did you think about that first scene with Jackie and Simone? You know, we finally see them back with, in my opinion, what looked like a genuine connection. It really looked genuine this time. You
I
know, the last
loved it.
couple of
I
seasons, it
missed
ain't been
that.
too genuine to me.
I missed that between the two of them. I loved it. I was so glad when I saw Simone pull up. I said, "Oh my God, they're going back to like old times, the way that they used to be." So I'm glad they've kind of aired out their differences. So
Yes.
that was a good scene too.
Yes,
That
it
was a
was.
good scene too. But then
Yes.
Sweet Pea going off on her sister. Now it ain't no need of you going off on your sister because you don't overspent, you know. And that must be a piss poor party planner that she had because
Horrible.
all this stuff that he's just now doing and then last minute and all this, that's a bunch of crap. He would have had to go a long time ago.
Out of here.
Hmm.
Out of here. In my opinion, what's going on, honey bun? How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, in my opinion,
Hey everyone, how are you?
We are good.
good.
We good. We good.
Listen, I'm just having fun collecting birthday presents from everybody.
Is today your birthday?
Tomorrow is, but everybody been
Oh,
trying to spoil me today. I'm like, why is y'all trying to have me on the cry fest today?
Well, happy
happy
birthday.
birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing. I'm
Wait, whose
doing.
birthday is it?
In my opinion, his birthday is
My birthday is
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh,
Hey,
okay. Well, I'll probably see you tomorrow. But in case I don't, happy birthday, my opinion. I love you.
Thank you.
still
Hey,
Scorpio
Now let me tell
season.
you something about this doggone show, okay? Let me tell
tell
you.
us.
I feel like this show has been plotted from the season, and I think Heavenly had a lot to do with the plotting. She put this
Mm,
girl on the show to clown her in front of Quad to get the ratings. I ain't
mm,
mad at her for doing it, but I feel
mm,
like that's what she did because this
mm,
girl clearly said Heaven was the one that invited her to do the show. They had asked her a few times, and she said she didn't know if she wanted to do it. And Heaven was like, "Well, they finna get rid of Quad if you don't join the show, and we don't want to stop a black woman from getting a check." Now, I'm not for sure if that's what happened, but that's what Sweet Tea said.
mm.
So I feel like it's a double edged sword when you put somebody on the show and then you clown them for being on the show.
Well,
But
well.
then too, you joined the show and you should have known better. I'm just
That
saying, even if you
facts.
ain't watched the season, you should have been watching.
Should
So
have
you
been
would have knew.
watching. We 10 seasons in, and I find it very hard to believe that she ain't know about no Married to Medicine. I find it
Well,
very
she
hard.
didn't say she only saw the clips, but I'm just saying, when I saw the clips, I would have had to go watch the show, especially if I was gonna be on it, because you ain't finna spray me with my own tea.
Well, that can't be too true. Because how did you find Greg? Greg ain't in too many clips.
I don't know how she found Greg. Now she said the whole thing about the she said the whole thing about the screenshots they showed. They didn't show all of them. They showed the bits and pieces that they wanted to show. And she said the same thing about the dress shop. She said she had already went dress shopping with her mama and her sister and her best friend, and then they told her she had to do a scene with them, and that was the reason why she was there. She was spraying a lot of her own tea on her social media. Yeah, I'll just have to
Yeah,
go
I
watch
believe
her.
that. I definitely believe that. But y'all, we gonna stick to the facts of the show because I just want to recap the show real quick. In my opinion, what did you think about the show overall? Any specific scenes that stuck out to you?
I didn't like the fact that she told everybody not to be not to be bringing no quad, but then when quad get there, you acting like you want to be buddy friends with her, telling her to sit next to you. I ain't like that. Like, don't
Mm.
That
be
part.
like, I didn't like that. I felt like she showed her hand too quick, like she just want to be a people pleaser. And let me tell you something: when you trying to be a people pleaser, you ain't gonna please nobody. You're gonna end up getting hurt in the end.
Mm. Yeah, and and I was just like, it, just you had all of this energy for your sister. You had all this energy for your sister, and when Quad comes in the room, it was just like the energy was like you mellowed all the way out. You became this nice, sweet girl, just inviting her into your party. And I'm just like, well, just the other week, hell, just in the first episode, you was trashing Quad in your confessionals. So I was so confused by that. I was so confused.
Right. And I now any other woman would have been all over Quad and all over Phaedra for bringing her in. Now, Sweet Tea, while she was trying to kiss booty and play nice, I don't have no idea. That was just crazy.
I think, in my opinion, the situation was one of those situations when you be talking crap about somebody and then the person run up on you and then you like, that's what it was giving for me.
That's the
That's
way
what it was
it
giving.
seemed. Yeah.
Emmanuel, Emmanuel. Your thoughts and opinions, my brother. What did you think about this episode? Any specific scenes that stuck out to you?
Mm, Let me start with the good stuff. What I love about this show is the families. I love seeing the marriages. I mean, like I said in the chat, I think Heavenly and Damon have the best marriage in reality TV. They
Yes.
are just they have a great marriage. And I love seeing like Simone and Cecil with their kids. I love seeing Eugene with the kids. So that's an aspect of the show that I really, really do enjoy. As far as this party, first of all, they misled us. They made us believe Sweet Tea was gonna have like she was gonna freak out once Quad got there. Remember that's how they were like advertising it, but it turned out that she got mad at her sister. But I I I disagree a little bit with you guys. I think that she's just so fed up with all the wedding planning and all the things that she's doing because Greg is truly not helping her whatsoever. And I think when she got that phone call from the wedding planner who was like, damn, another thing that is not going as we planned, she was just frustrated. And, sometimes we tend to lash out to the people who are closer to us than to a stranger, obviously, because we know them. But I wasn't mad at her reaction for that she had for Quad. I thought it was nice. Quad came in there talking about I don't have no animosity, and I was just like, well, why would you have animosity? She hasn't done anything to you. But I'm glad that they got along. I just don't understand why. Uh, I'm on two mindsets. I appreciate that Toya was being real
Uh-huh.
and that she was like, this is fake and phony. But at the same time, she kind of comes across as a bit of a hater,
Mhm.
because if Sweet Tea was okay with Quad being there, she should just let her been there. I think Toya just didn't want her there at all. But yeah, it was crazy. Oh, and the guys, oh, they definitely have fun.
Yeah, the
Curtis,
guys had a little too much fun.
yeah, Curtis had a little bit too much fun. He said
Mhm.
he wasn't gonna touch no one, but he
It was
sure
a
was.
whole lot of hands on.
Mm-hmm.
And
What do you
Curtis,
think? Emmanuel, what do you think about Jackie and Simone's uh new friendship?
Oh, I love that they were together just like old times. And
Yes.
it just gave you like that feeling of how they used to be. So I'm like, that's great. I will say though, I know she didn't mention no names, but hasn't Jackie learned by now that she should be talking about her patients?
She didn't say anybody's name, but those
I
those are
know,
true
but
facts that happen. Sometimes we do know the husband that's out here doing you dirty. That's real. That's real. That's a part of being a doctor. She didn't say no name. See, y'all gonna get up off of Jackie about this dropping tea because she do not be telling the business. Buffy need to stop being so damn sensitive
Buffy,
because
yes.
nothing was said for real, for real. If she really wanted to tell your business, she could have said it. Buffy ran around all season talking about she want to have a baby, but she can't have a baby, so they want to. Girl, we already knew. Get over it.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, Jackie did apologize, but you know what would just set this show like over the moon? I wish that for just one episode, they will bring back Mariah. Just one episode.
I agree.
That would be the best.
I feel like it wouldn't be a proper season 10 if they didn't bring her back for
That
one
would be
little
real
scene.
nice.
Yes, like a little guest appearance, because let's give credit and flowers to her. This show really was possible because of her. You know what I mean?
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. I think we need to have a scene with Mariah, whether it's with the girls, without the girls, something though to celebrate 10 seasons of something that she created. A
Right.
strong black mother, a strong black wife, a strong black woman. She has really shown that in my opinion. And like I said at the beginning, she is a part of this. This we would not be here with Married to Medicine if it was not for Mariah opening the door of Married to Medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So shout out to Mariah.
have you noticed on the critics now they have her listed as being an executive producer? You know, one while
No,
they
I
had
did
taken it
not.
off. Yeah, she's listed now as being an executive producer.
Good, good. That should have always been. She should really be listed as a
Yeah, because
creator.
it was her
But
show.
yeah, she should be listed as a creator, but we'll leave that right there, okay? B. Scott said Quad had popped up considering it was her job description. Well,
Mhm.
period. Emmanuel and Nana Nita, whomever wants to answer first, doesn't matter to me. What do y'all think about Cecil and Simone's relationship? They have made it thus far. The children are grown, or their boys are grown. One is getting ready to graduate college, the other still in college. They doing their thing. She feels like they are privileged, entitled, just like Cecil. What are your thoughts?
I
Um,
think.
wait.
Go ahead, Emmanuel. Go ahead. You go
I
ahead first.
I think that Simone and Cecil, I actually see them happier than what I've seen them before. I don't know why. Like I feel like maybe with the kids leaving, they've kind of become closer. I will say I don't know if it's like an American thing. This thought that the kids have to move out as soon as they're graduated college, because I'm the exact same age as Michael. So for Simone to be like, you're not gonna come stay at my house, are you? I'm just like, what's wrong with that?
I agree. I agree. What do you think about Simone and Cecil's relationship?
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I
Okay.
love that they're closer together. Because I was hating it because they were the together couple, and they're the example next to Evelyn and Dr. Damien.
Hmm.
Um, I was so happy to see them sit down with their boys, and Simone, she has her opinions, Cecil has his opinions, yet and still they come together.
Yeah.
So that's a good part.
Yes. I be trying to get with their relationship. It just seems like they're never on the same page to me. But their relationship works for them, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
Um, I do want to talk about real quick as well Eugene and the boys, their relationship. Eugene, like I said, he grew up with a dad who was a lieutenant. Though he was a part of the military, he was still very active in Eugene's life. And I just love the fact that Eugene is kind of bringing that same energy and relationship to his sons. Thoughts and opinions on that?
I'm glad he was able to sit down and talk to him. I just thought that was such a good thing. And then the most important thing that I loved was when the boy said, "Thank you, Daddy. Thank you
Yeah.
for the shoe." You know, because don't too many kids usually do that. They just get the bag, grab the bag, and go. But
And
I
I said
love
that,
the
I
way.
wrote that down literally. They
Mm-hmm,
are so smart and so polite. I wrote that
mm-hmm,
down. So smart and so polite. So shout out to Eugene and Toya for, creating some smart, polite, respectful young men. So
yeah.
such a good job.
But I was glad Eugene spent time with them, and he said he's going to be spending a little more time with them now because he said he felt like they was all under Mama. Well, because they were small and he was working, but now they're getting to be older and they need him. So I think it's going to be a good thing, and I think he's going to really be a good dad to them in their teenage lives, and I think they'll be able to talk to him about anything.
I agree. I just love how he's stepping up, and not that he was not ever stepped up. So don't let me take that out of context. But, Eugene worked a lot trying to provide the lifestyle that he wanted for his family.
Right.
And so to see that his work is paying off and he has the affordability to spend that time with the boys, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Emmanuel, did you have any thoughts and opinions on that scene?
Yeah, I totally agree with Miss Juanita. I really like that scene. That I'm glad he had a good relationship with his father, so he can pass it on to his children. And Toya, sometimes she's annoying and stuff, but I won't take away from her that they are great parents and they're raising some incredible children. And I like the fact that they have this like open communication with them. Like, you can, or you're free to ask us any questions, anything that's on your mind.
Yeah.
So I think that's really healthy.
I agree. I agree. We're gonna talk about this last little scene because I want to address this with you guys and just see what your thoughts and opinions are, and then we're gonna get out of here. Tonight we are recapping Housewives of Potomac on Chronicles of the Gray Hair Divas channel. So make sure you join us tonight at 8 p.m. over on the train with the Gray Hair Diva, okay? This last scene, I want to talk about Heavenly and Sweet Tea at their lunch together, or what looked like dinner, probably like early dinner. Um, Heavenly really was able to get Sweet Tea to share a lot, okay? And a lot that she shared aligned with what Quad has been saying about Greg since the beginning. As far as this scene, first of all, I want to ask, what are we thinking about this scene as an entirety with Heavenly and Sweet Tea, as far as how Heavenly kind of approached this whole situation? First of all, secondly, what do we think about the fake robbery that Greg set up to scare Sweet Tea, I guess? And thirdly, how do we feel about Sweet Tea's response to everything that she said and how that will be dealt with as far as her and Greg?
Well, first of all, Evelyn was the wrong person for her to share that information. That's just my opinion. But at least she had to talk to somebody. But Evelyn was the wrong person because she was just kissing. And what? And what he said? And what did you say? You know, that she just wasn't the right person to share that with. And as far as Eugene and the alarm system, that was crazy. But I was glad that Sweet Tea told,
Greg,
well,
Greg.
Greg, right. I was glad that Sweet Tea, I hope she said it to him, what she said in her confessionals. You don't chastise me, you chastise your children. She's letting him know, and it's going to be a rough ride because with her being in the military, I think she's, you know, kind of going to stand her own too. At least I hope so. But that was wrong, completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make a grown person do nothing, and everybody forgets something every once in a while.
Right, right. Emmanuel.
I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think the thing about Heavenly is I like her and I do like her as a person, but I do think in the show she could definitely be messy. So I feel like it's gonna backfire on Sweet Tea sharing this information with her. But like I wanted to like go inside the TV and tell Sweet Tea, don't marry this guy, because the way they were showing those flashbacks to match everything that Sweet Tea was saying with what Quad was saying, it just puts in perspective that Greg ain't changed and he's not gonna change. And I'm sorry, but this little stunt that he pulled, making her think there was someone in the house breaking in, I don't want to sound too extreme, but that's kind of a form of abuse.
I'm here for it.
So
I
yeah,
am here for your answer, Emmanuel. It's definitely abuse. It's mental. At,
yep,
at the least. At the least, it's mental.
yep.
Mm. Well, thank you, Emmanuel. In my opinion, Sweet Tea, Heavenly, Greg, Drinks, your thoughts.
I think Sweet Tea gonna have to woman up, put on her big girl drawers. She in the big girl leads. She gonna have to put on her big girl drawers and just be speaking up for herself because now you done married them. Y'all married. And here's the thing: you don't want to be a pushover, but you're still being a pushover. So I need to make up in her mind if she gonna be a real woman or she gonna be the slave that he wants. Because he seemed like he wants somebody that's gonna obey him, and that's a slave essentially. You know, we all have our own minds and personal flaws, but we ain't here put here to be no slave. And I just feel like he's stuck in his ways because he's older. Okay, he's already set in his ways. He needed to find somebody that wanted to be, somebody's concubine.
Whew. Yeah. I wish the best for their relationship. I really do. I feel a lot like Heavenly. I don't want to be the one to say I told you so, but yeah, yeah. Um, I feel like the conversation needed to be had. I feel like her feelings needed to be addressed because obviously she cannot share these feelings with Greg. I do not see him tolerating this, let alone listening to it. So I felt like it was a great outlet. Um, was it messy? Yeah, but the conversation needed to be had. It needed to be had, in my opinion and in my thoughts. So thank you, Auntie Heavenly, for doing your job. We appreciate you earning your check this season, as well as the rest of the ladies. Everybody is really putting in the work this season, and I love it. Shout out to Married to Medicine season 10. Shout out to the cast members. As I said in the beginning of the show, and Emmanuel addressed it as well. Shout out to Mariah Huck. She opened this door so that the ladies of Married to Medicine today can continue to walk through it season after season after season. So thank you, Mariah. We know you don't always get your just dues that you deserve, but over here in Royer's world, we give you your flowers today, honey. We appreciate you because this show has skyrocketed to another level, in my opinion. This is the new Real Housewives of Atlanta. It just is. The relationships are there, the bonds are there, the love is there, the drama is there, the emotions is there. It's there. I love it and I'm here to continue to support it. So y'all make sure that y'all are watching Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Married to Medicine on Bravo, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you share. Let the people know that we are live recapping Married to Medicine every Monday at 6:15 p.m. Don't miss it, okay? I'm going to try to get us a little special guest over here as well, maybe a couple of special guests to help us recap the show and just to have some good conversations, okay? I appreciate the love and support. Hit the like button on this video. If you're not a subscriber, check out my channel. If you like what we got going on, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell on all. That way you see each and every time I post a video with you in mind. Shout out to In My Opinion. Make sure you go over to her channel and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button on her content and make sure you watching, taking in the good information that she is putting out here. Shout out to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva. She came through tonight. Join us tonight at 8 p.m. for that recap of Potomac, Housewives of Potomac, 8 p.m. And then shout out to Larger Curves. I want to say she came through tonight as well. So shout out to Larger Curves. Make sure you go over and subscribe to her channel. Hit the like button over there and entertain all of us. We come here to put this work in, to love y'all, appreciate y'all, and have a good time, okay? Shout out to my rewatch crew. Those of you who rewatch, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all comments. I appreciate the love and support, okay? Anything else from anybody on the panel tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Dr. Alicia. Is she going to speak?
Oh, I totally forgot about her.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm just like,
I don't
All she do is
understand her
make
being
facial
here.
expressions.
I don't understand her being here. She has yet to do anything. We're 3 episodes in. Hell, Quad has made an appearance and done more in the 1 episode than she done in the 3 that she been in. So maybe we'll see in episode 4 Dr. Alicia and her life. But thank you, Emmanuel. Totally slipped my mind. She was at the last scene. Totally slipped my mind. Anything else from anybody tonight?
That's because she unforgettable.
Well, unforgettable. Well, y'all hit the like button on this video. Comment your thoughts and opinions below. If you are not getting notifications, turn the notification bell on off, turn it back on, and then you should start getting my notifications and hit that all button. That way you see all the notifications each and every time I post a video with you in mind. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we getting out of here for tonight. Hit the like button, share, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all next time in Royer's World. Bye.
bye.
Royale's World.